It's fine if you have this spirituality idea. It's there's
All humans crave spirituality.
let's say yeah, but then it has very much more implications when you're saying there's an existence of God. He set up these rules and we gotta abide by them. It has way more implications for the people around me when there's someone coming with these claims rather than saying, there might be a God. I have no clue where is he. I have no idea what is he doing. I don't know if he cares about me. He might have created the universe. Well, I have no idea. I'm just gonna live.
Yeah, but here's a problem you have. You see.
I'm running out of my voice.
Here's the problem you have. If you come to the conclusion that you believe God exists, no, I'm giving example.
Okay.
I'm giving example. So, because you said, if someone says they believe in God but they don't know why and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Right. But for me, when I came to believe in the existence of a creator, my next question is, why did he create? What was the purpose of the creation?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Has he tried to communicate with us? Has he tried to guide his creation? Is anyone claimed to have a contact with his creator? Do you understand?
Okay.
So, see, when I've experienced this a few times, I became a Muslim. I believed in a creator before I became a Muslim. So the Quran, Islam, Muhammad, any of this had nothing to do with me believing in the existence of a creator.
Okay.
Right. Now you said something earlier, I want to clarify. Asking for proof and evidence. Yeah. Right. Now, first thing, science can't prove the existence of God. It doesn't have the tools.
No, but for instance, when I with a friend,
I'm
I
saying to you, if my definition of God, what I believe God is, science can't prove or disprove it. Right? This is the problem. Because science only deals with the naturalistic and the physical rather than the supernatural and the metaphysical. Right? So it's a wrong kind of, give me evidence God exists. I can't give you evidence because your tools you're using won't match. But it's like saying to me, measure this, here's some scales. What?
But is then in your model the God Almighty, all-knowing, and he can do
perfect knowledge, perfect mind.
Okay.
Yes.
So then, and does he want more followers, like people to follow him? Is it something that he desires, like that people follow him and worship him?
Yes.
Okay. So then he should know
Why
a
does he
method.
want? No, stop.
Does he want? Or not?
No. Remember the why. Don't forget the why. Why does he want more followers?
Yeah. So then why? I don't know. I don't know the question. It doesn't make.
What could the possible reasons be?
Well, my reasoning would be that it's
An egotistical God who wants to be worshipped.
Yeah, a bit. I would say.
So here's what then this is where you have to understand is what does my worship of God, that God requires, what does it entail?
Yeah. So what?
Obeying Him. Obeying Him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why do I?
Which means following His guidance. Yeah.
Okay.
Who benefits from that guidance?
I don't know. I don't know.
Who benefits?
Is he?
No, listen. For example, if
He benefits first because he's
no.
followed.
First of all, God cannot benefit whether I worship Him or not.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
He's without need.
That's
all right.
all right.
So He doesn't need anything. He doesn't need my worship. He wants my worship, but He doesn't need it. That's the first thing. This is not like a Greek mythology. The less gods you have, the more weak you become. It's not that nonsense. Yeah. God does not require anything, as far as we believe our model of God.
Okay.
Right? Doesn't need my worship. Doesn't care whether you worship Him or not. In that sense, you're not going to make God deficient by not
But
believing.
he's gonna
it.
send me to hell if I don't.
That's a different story. The point here is
okay.
this. No. First thing, let's understand something. God doesn't need your worship. If you don't believe in God, and Rob doesn't believe in God, it doesn't make God deficient in any way, shape, or form.
All right.
Doesn't limit Him, doesn't take anything away from Him. Halas. Right.
Okay.
If I worship God, and all the Muslims worship God, God doesn't gain anything. Yeah?
Okay.
He doesn't get extra stuff and become more strong or anything. No. Like the Greek mythology nonsense. Okay. So the reason is, like I said to you, why does God want me to worship Him? Well, He wants me to worship Him to follow His guidance to benefit myself. Yeah?
All right.
So, for example, I've used this example many, many times. Maybe I'll use a different example. Gambling.
Yeah.
God tells me, don't gamble. Yeah? So, by me not gambling, I worship God. I obey God and I don't gamble. Who benefits from me not gambling?
You benefit.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So, by God wanting me to worship Him, why? Because He wants the best for me.
Okay.
Do you understand that principle?
What's the story with the pork?
Do you understand that principle?
Yeah, I understand the principle. I just don't see in every.
No. Like, here's the problem you see.
Yeah.
We look at the things that we can see. Yeah, we can rationalize about what has God said not to do, what has God said to do. Yeah, and the things like, for example, alcohol, gambling, sexual immorality, interest dealings are standard. Sexism, standard. Yeah, protection of women, standard. Caring for your parents in their old age, standard. Alhamdulillah, these are good to your neighbour.
Okay.
Yeah, standard. Feed the poor, giving charity.
Yeah.
Those are all fantastic things.
Okay.
Right, listen. So when it comes to pork, who knows? Now we don't know what the pork is for. The pig is for. We're just told not to eat it. Yeah. We love pigs more than you. Yeah, because you kill and eat them. We don't. Yeah?
Well, I'm a vegetarian also.
Oh, alhamdulillah. All right.
Reason, so.
Yeah. Well, again, you're vegetarian as it goes again. Anyway, the point here is this: the people who eat pigs, we love pigs more than them because we don't kill and eat them.
Okay.
Maybe there's another purpose in the pig. Maybe there's something in its DNA that will cure cancer one day. Who knows? Who knows? But what we know as Muslims, we're told don't eat it, so we don't eat it. Now, the things we can rationalize about. We can try and rationalize out the pig. Who cares? But the thing is, you see, everything that I can see standing in front of me benefits me. The woman told to cover benefits her.
But you see, at one point, you might be in a situation, now,
Give me an example.
theoretically, hypothetically,
Yep.
where you are, on an island, starving,
Yep.
and you have pigs on them.
Allahu Akbar. Now, what does God say in His guidance? So I obey Him and worship Him. What does He say? If through necessity, if I'm hungry and there's only pig to eat, only pork, only pig roast, nothing else, yeah, and it will save my life, I can eat it.
So there's
But I don't transgress the limits of hunger. That's all.
So there's contingency plans for that, but he just didn't mind explaining why we shouldn't eat pork. Like just like for me it's very important why, right? So if he wants, okay, let's. I'm actually I'll give that up. The idea with hell.
What
So
about
why,
it?
so why, if I'm an atheist, according to your friend, the chance is that 90% that I'm going to hell. Right. So why? So it doesn't make sense for me that you're saying he doesn't gain anything from it, or he doesn't necessarily need me to worship him. But at the same time, if I'm not, he's punishing me for that. So you see, the incentives are not there. How?
Whoa. Sorry.
How-
Incentives are not.
The
Isn't a hell incentive?
No. The incentives is the other way around. Why would he punish me if there's nothing to gain for him,
Okay.
or not for not worshiping?
Exactly. What motivates you in life?
I have different reasons to do my things. I want to, I don't know, be happy.
I'll put a claim out there.
Give-
I'll put a claim out
Yeah.
there. I personally believe everybody is motivated by punishment or reward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I believe that.
Let's think.
I believe that without a shadow of a doubt. That even if you're in a charity worker, yeah, your reward is a smile on that face.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
So you'll get your reward that way. Okay. You go to work on time so you don't get fired. For example, you don't go to work drunk because you might get fired. Yeah. You don't park on double yellow lines because you might get a ticket. Right?
Yeah.
You pay for your parking so you don't get a ticket.
Yeah.
All right. So we're motivated in life by punishment and reward. So in our model, God gives you the greatest punishment to get away from and the greatest reward to go to. So you can see through the model that we're following is God is saying, yeah, and what is going to escape us from the greatest punishment and take us to the greatest reward is obeying Him, which is what? Benefiting who? Me.
You see, that doesn't make me believe, because it doesn't make sense.
What didn't make sense about what I just said?
It makes sense when you have a God that is not almighty.
No, what did I say that didn't make sense?
No. In the grand scheme of creating these incentives,
Right.
it doesn't make sense
Right.
for going to such a length when he can actually, through all his power, correct all the negative things or any bad things that go down.
Right.
Go wrong. So why would a God that has all the power, all the knowledge, not persuade each person?
Because God wants you to choose.
To what?
God wants you to choose to worship Him.
But the fact that he persuades me in a way that
He
I
persuades you.
understand.
No. He
It
persuades.
doesn't la-
he
it doesn't-
persuades you in a manner that makes you tick anyway. How's that irrational?
One question and I go out. If he does everything as you say, he's vegetarian already, he has no wife, he look after his parents, he does everything as you said, but he doesn't believe in God. Will he go to hell or to heaven?
Okay, what did I just say to you? It's worshiping, to believe in God.
He does not believe in God, but he does everything as you describe him, the good thing.
No,
Good thing.
it doesn't
He
work
pay
that way.
to charity.
Okay, if you don't obey the messengers of God,
He
you,
does,
no, if you're not obeying the messengers of God, yeah, or the message from God, then you're not obeying God.
Yeah, but I'm not a bad person. I haven't killed anyone.
Who told you you're not a bad person?
Huh?
Who tells you you're
Well,
not a bad person?
even in by the rules of even.
he follows the rules.
So let's say in
Follow whose rules?
in many instances. Well, so let's say
As you said, he just his style, his
So-
life is
so
style,
he-
is like that.
so let's say the 10. Let's assume now in the Christianity, because I don't know.
No,
much.
no.
You don't know. Okay.
No. I do know, but please, I'm not going to defend Christianity.
Okay, no, I'm not defending. I'm not defending it. But let's say I follow
Which camera is this anyway?
everything in terms of don't kill, don't eat pork, don't drink alcohol, don't gamble, love your children, love your neighbor, everything except that I personally do not believe in a God and I don't kneel and worship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And his question is, would I go to hell?
Okay, what will take you to hell, I believe as a Muslim, is disobedience to God.
What is that?
Not being disobedience to God.
Yeah.
Not doing what God says.
Yeah, but that's that. So you're saying I can do all these good things, or let's say things, and still go to hell because I don't believe.
Look, there's three people in this world. There are those people who do what you do,
Yeah.
good to everybody, yet reject God and His messengers. Yeah. Okay. Then you have the one who believes in God and prays 5 times a day, but isn't good to his neighbors, cheats and lies and steals and whatever. All right. And then you have the one who follows God's guidance, prays to God, and treats his neighbors kind. See, one is disrespect to God, the other one is disrespect for people. The third category is what we should aim for, where we show respect to God, our Creator, who sustains us, yeah, and we show respect to our neighbors.
So in idea, the conclusion would be that actually God requires for me to worship Him. So
Yes.
he needs that.
No.
But that
doesn't need you.
But that is the conclusion.
Okay,
that
like I said to you,
coming up.
if
If you're saying three categories, I fall
wants-
into one.
The Creator wants the best for you in your life, the best system of life for you to live in this world today. If it's not Islam, you don't have that. If you don't have Islam in your life, you're not living the best system of life in this world today. You're not following the best guidance. Yeah, guaranteed you.
But I'm doing exactly the same things as.
Really, you drink alcohol.
I drink alcohol.
All right.
Okay.
So
But
now,
But okay.
I'm sorry I have to go to the alcohol again, but it's a standard. You are now poisoning yourself, thinking that's good guidance.
Okay. So let's
Now
assume
me,
I have
now
a friend
me,
that doesn't
no,
drink
no, me.
alcohol and he's
I
vegan.
don't drink alcohol.
I have a friend who doesn't drink alcohol. He's
Does he
vegan.
have sex outside of marriage?
What?
Does he have sex?
I don't know that.
Right.
So let's say
Right.
he didn't. Let's assume. But let's
I'm
go.
not going to go
Let's
through every
go.
teaching of Islam. Does he deal in interest? Does he have a credit card? Does he have a debit card? Sorry, does he get mortgages? Does he do loans?
so you're not supposed to have
Does he
that?
gamble? No, of course not. Does he gamble?
Oh.
Right.
Interesting.
Well, they're all poisons, aren't they? Interest is poison. Alcohol is poison. Gambling is poison. Sexual immorality is poison.
Yeah, but he's not allowed to have a debit card just because.
No, not debit card, credit card.
Credit card.
Yeah, interest.
But I'm not. Well.
Right.
It's
So here's the
interesting.
point, you see. My guidance
Yes.
saves me from all of that distraction.
Okay.
Yeah? Therefore, I'm obeying God, I'm worshipping God, and through that I'm benefiting myself. So right now, I'll repeat myself. I have your guide you're following in life doesn't compare to what I have.
Okay. So let's go again to the extent of assuming there's a kid who didn't do 18. He's 18. He didn't do any of the things you mentioned, but he never prayed to Allah, even if he knew about the existence of it. Because I know that is an important condition that he has to know about. He knows about it. It's just he doesn't
Arrogant.
believe. Oh,
No, is he arrogant? What?
No. He just, as me, as an atheist, he says, it doesn't conscribe to the model, or I haven't seen him. Why
But
would
I've
I
just
believe?
explained to you, your model cannot prove or disprove the existence of God.
No, but for him, it's the idea of
You need a new model, you need a new tool. It's not working what you've got.
no, but the idea. Okay, now they're shifting the burden of proof. But anyways, the idea is that.
Whoa. Sorry. I'm not saying that I can prove anything for a fact. I'm saying I don't have proof, but I'm saying absence of evidence, not evidence of absence. That's your logical fallacy, not mine.
Yeah, but he's not believing something that you cannot see, prove, or.
But you
feel,
can't.
right?
The tool you're trying to use cannot do that job. Do you not understand that?
Okay.
And like I said, I'll repeat myself. It's like me saying to you, go measure how long that is. Here's some scales. How can you measure how long something is with scales? You can't. So you're asking me to prove something using a tool, right, that can't be used to test that thing.
No, but then again, that is beside the point. The point
No,
is that
that
there
is the
this
point.
man-
That is the point.
there's
Because that means, according to your naturalistic understanding, there can never be any evidence for God.
Let's go back to the idea of
No,
that,
belief based on reason.
of that man. You're saying he's arrogant. I'm saying he just doesn't believe because he doesn't have any good reason.
Did
to
you not
believe.
hear what my brother Sabur said? He says, as a category, is hell. Allah in His wisdom can forgive whom He chooses. I don't claim to know. I'm not a Christian here. I'm not one who knows I'm in paradise now. Like I said, don't try and get me to defend Christianity here because I ain't a
No,
Christian.
but I'm not.
No, but they
yeah.
believe they're saved and that's it, they're done. I don't believe that.
So is he going to hell or not? So,
We don't know. I'm just saying to our Prophet Muhammad said he doesn't even know if he's going to paradise. So who am I to say whether someone's going to hell? I don't know.
Only Allah knows that. Only Allah knows why we even go to hell or heaven. Only Allah knows that. So we don't question he's going to go to hell because he does this. We don't know.
Maybe Allah will judge him on his reasons for rejecting God. Maybe the person trying to teach him about God touched him in a harsh way.
Okay, on the other hand, the same question, but different way, yeah? The person who believes in God, but he
I've just
commits...
answered that.
No.
Go on.
No, you have to wait until people finish the question.
Let's have a conversation with my friend
No.
here.
It's completely different. The same question, but in the inverted way, yeah? Is the person who believes, he does believe, but he commit sins.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Will he go to heaven or...
I don't know which part I just said. I don't know who's going to heaven and who's going to
Again,
hell.
yeah. That's good answer, yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Again, yeah.
You know, but we know so many ways can expiate sin. Having wudu before salah, expiate sin. Praying your salah, expiate sin. Giving in charity, expiate sin. Fasting, expiate sin. So we don't know what sin will be forgiven. Repentance, expiate sin. Yeah? We're not Christians.
okay. So then again, going back to the idea. So you're saying.
I'm saying to you,
okay,
I'm going to say it to
he's-
you. Who goes to heaven and who goes to hell is not my judge.
Okay, it's fine. That's completely fine.
For example, I'll give you an example. I'm getting done at the moment for some points on my license. Now it's mandatory, I'm going to get banned. But the judge can use his discretion. I say because it's going to cause me extreme hardship, whatever. Even though the law says I should be mandatory banned, the law can use its discretion and say because it's going to cause me hardship, livelihood, whatever, they can suspend the ban. Yeah.
Okay.
So even though the law dictates that I should have a mandatory ban, there's still discretion from the judge. Same principle with God. God can forgive whom He chooses.
So going back.
See, here's the thing. You see, I had this conversation a while ago with an atheist.
Yeah.
Basically, what he's saying is that if when we both die, and you're right, and there is no God, yeah, that I'm the loser somehow. Because why? Because I haven't been able to live life as I choose. I've lived life as I've been told to live it.
Yeah.
And that somehow that makes me deficient, right? As I explained to him, and I showed you the benefits of me living the life I've lived, far outweigh living a life without a
Oh,
God.
that's Pascal's way.
Yeah, that's what we were discussing. All right. So, no, that's about the end. I'm talking about the time we're life. As if I'm deficient, I've lost out on something in life. Because I've not been able to play with the girls like I might have been able to play with the girls, or drink alcohol like I could have drunk alcohol, or not bothered with my prayers, or not cared about my parents in their old age, or whatever. I could have lived life freer. Yeah? Eat, drink, and be merry, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? YOLO, and all that business. Right? I could have lived life like that. And so, he said I'd be the loser. But no, I win. Because the guide I've got is the guide I've got. And it's bang on. Okay. In reverse, if I'm right, you've got a massive issue. That's the Pascal's wager side. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I totally
Right.
understand. Yeah.
So, believing what I believe wins out every way. Now, I would question someone who denies God's existence. I would question why they're trying to use a tool that can't be used. Why you're not looking for a different tool.
But no. But
So, for
you
example,
see, that's where my questions come in, with the idea of, do I need to worship
Why do you
God?
choose-
Why God wants me to worship
to
Him?
benefit yourself.
Or why He created me in the first
See,
place?
this is why for me, this is
Like,
why.
what is the reason
All right.
for that?
Again, we are told Allah created man as a custodian for the earth. Yeah, how that operates, why that operates. I've got to go inside the mind of God. Yeah. See, as a scientist, you only know about the hows, not the whys. Now you're asking me about whys. I don't know everything. We only know what Allah has disclosed to us. But this is why I say, you all talk about Greek gods, Christian gods, and all this nonsense here. For me, only the Islamic model of God works. Every other model of God collapses. There's no guidance.
Okay.
There's no guidance.
Okay, but what if you find a book that also says define? How do you make the difference between the Quran and
The guidance. What do you mean the Quran?
and other holy books?
Well, the Quran is unique, isn't it?
How is it?
There's no book like it.
How is it? Not like-
That's
No, but that's why how is it that it's not like any other book?
Okay, first thing, I'm not an Arab, so I can't challenge that particular challenge of the Quran, where it says bring something like it. But what I know of is the Quran today is the Quran today. Whether you're a Shia, whether you're Ahmadiyya, or wherever you are, the Quran today is the Quran today. It doesn't change. Unlike Christianity, depending on which denomination, which Bible you use. If you're Catholic, you've got 7 extra books. If you're not, if you're Ethiopian Bible, it's got 8 extra books or something like that. Yeah? Yeah, if you're a King James Bible reader, you'll have more verses in it than an NIV reader. There's all different stuff going on there, right? This indicates to me man's involvement.
All right.
So when I read the Quran, have you ever read the Quran?
No, I have one. I want to read it.
You need to read it. You feel like you're being spoken to.
Okay.
Yeah. You see the questions you're being told to reflect, contemplate. Like Rob was indicating earlier about this kind of science versus religion. There is no science versus religion. Yeah.
But I could read any other book and feel like it's perfect.
What do you mean?
Like I have also books that I've read and they are very inspiring.
Which of these books claim to be from the
Creator?
Which of these books claim to be from the creator of the universe?
None of them. They're
Right.
not.
Well, the Quran does make that claim.
Okay, so the idea is that it's written in the book that is claimed to be made by God. So what? So
And then-
I assume there might be other books that have the same claim. How would you make the
Name?
difference?
Okay. We test the claim.
How?
Well, what's the claim of the Quran?
Well, again, go back. The Quran claims that it's
No, but then it gives you a falsification test.
like what?
Well, you don't know.
No, but what's a falsification test for you?
What is it? Well, the Quran tells you the falsification test of the Quran is one. I know he's going to try and come with these numbers. Right? One is reproduce it, bring something like it, and you can't and you shall never. So the Quran states that you'll never be able to bring anything like it. Yeah.
Like it in what way?
As it is.
No, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of
Yeah.
people can.
What did
Someone
it- no,
in
what-
an attic can come up with a book.
Okay. So what I'll say to you is, again, as you were presented with the Nobel Peace Prize for bringing up the naturalist understanding of the basics of reasoning, yeah, you'll get another Nobel Peace Prize for bringing up a book like the Quran. You get two awards,
So then,
and they'll pay billions.
so okay, let's say I've
So that's the first point. Now, masters of languages, computers have not done this.
Probably not a lot of them are interested in that. But let's say
No. Of course, it's the eternal challenge. How can no one be interested in it? The challenge is yet to be met. Second point.
Let's
The
assume,
second point.
okay.
If this was from anyone other than Allah, inside you'll find many contradictions and error. So for the Quran to be incorrect, you find the contradictions and error. Now they try to go on about this sperm coming from the backbone nonsense, and this basically is a complete misunderstanding of the Quran. You have people trying to read the Quran and then just tell you what it means to suit their agendas. Yeah. For example, this is one of the claims. They say that the Quran says sperm comes from the backbone. It doesn't say that.
you see, what I'm trying to boil down to is that there's no way for you one day.
I've just given you a falsification
in
test.
in 5 years
What's
time.
a falsification test?
For what?
What is a falsification test in science?
Well, you come up with some evidence and say that the model doesn't work. the
Allahu
way-
Akbar. So you bring up something to disprove the test, isn't it?
Yes.
So produce your evidence to go against the test.
No, but I'm putting a different question.
I know, but I'm saying to you, the Quran has given you two falsification texts. One for the Arabs, one for you.
Well, there are people that say that some of the verses do not convert with their reality, like the description of.
Give me one teaching of scientific fact that contradicts the Quran.
How is the earth described?
No, give me one scientific fact, what the Quran is, what the science is, fact, proven, empirical, observable, testable evidence, and then you show me how the Quran contradicts that.
I haven't read all the Quran.
No, but you must have some kind of scientific fact in your mind.
I have the idea of Earth being described as plain, like a plane rather than
Spread out like a
sphere.
carpet.
Yes.
Okay. Do you live in a house or a masonette? Or a bungalow? In a house. Do you have stairs in your house? Carpet in your house? Flat? Carpet on the stairs, is it flat?
No.
So just because something's spread out like a carpet to cover something doesn't make it flat.
But I haven't seen.
If I put carpet on a football, yeah, I've covered it, haven't I? I've covered the ball with a carpet, but it's not flat, is it?
Again, let's.
So here's the problem: people, like you say, come up with these ideas, but they've either misunderstood the Quran. Majority of the time, they've misread it, like the backbone issue. Yeah, they've completely misread it. They've fitted it into their agenda to try and suit what they're trying to claim. Yeah, and I've just explained to you, just because something's spread out like a carpet doesn't mean it's spread out flat and it's not spherical. When the Quran, how do you understand the Quran saying the Earth is spherical in an orbit, swimming, for example?
Other thing that I know of is that the Quran describes the planet as an egg, as an oyster.
Ostrich.
Yes.
Yeah. What shape is an ostrich?
Well, it's spherical, but it's elongated on the vertical axis, which Earth is actually slightly squished on the vertical axis, which makes a bit of a difference.
Again, it comes in the Arabic. Like I said to you, it's about understanding the verse. You're hearing from people who've made it fit to what they want it to fit. Yeah?
But all due respect, you're doing the same thing now, aren't you? Yes.
In what sense?
Like the carpet you've said here. If you ask anybody what is a carpet, they're flat. No human being on this planet.
When you say flat, spread out.
Spread out, flat.
No.
human
Where did it say flat?
But no human.
Where did it say flat?
Spread out.
What is
a
flat?
carpet? What is a carpet?
It's something that covers floor
So
or
is
stairs.
there any human on the planet?
That covers the sphere with a cup.
Is there
No. When a carpet is what you cover raw floor with, isn't it? Or stairs.
Yeah, but you're making that fit. No human on the planet.
No.
Yes.
Not why?
Because no human on the planet is going to look at a carpet and go, oh, that's spherical. That's the same as
No.
the Earth.
I didn't. You're trying to say that this verse in the Quran is referring to the shape of the earth.
Correct.
And it's not. It's referring to the covering of the earth.
What's the difference?
Well, one covers the earth, yeah, like a carpet, and the other describes the shape of the earth.
So you saying that verse does not talk about the shape of the Earth?
I personally don't believe it's talking about the shape of the earth. No.
I personally do. So maybe
And again, and I'll say this to you because it suits your agenda.
But okay.
No.
You say it's not suiting your agenda, and it's suiting mine. I just read the verse.
Okay, why? All right. Let's stop. How do you understand the Quran? Let's nutshell this now so we can stop people from verses on. How do you understand the
When
Quran?
I read the Quran, I go, what does this mean?
Right. And what method do you use to understand it?
My reason. What does this mean?
And you understand the Arabic if you read the English.
I read English. Five translations.
And by reading the English, do you understand the historical context of that verse?
I understand what I said.
No. Do you understand the historical
Do I
context?
need a historical context?
Yes.
Why?
So you know what the verse is talking about?
Can I? But that then is a contradiction to your claim that somebody can read the Quran and understand.
When did I make that claim?
The Muslim claim.
When did I make that claim?
The Muslim claim.
When did the Muslim make that claim?
I'll tell you.
Well, tell me.
The claim is that I can read the Quran, understand it, and make a decision as to whether I can.
No. You're told to contemplate, reflect. You can't just read it.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading and go, what does this mean?
What does this verse mean? How? Okay, here's what you do wrong. This is honesty for you. What does this verse mean? How do the Muslims understand this verse? How did the scholars of it? Listen, how did do the scholars of Islam understand this verse? And I'm going to bring up the controversy because I know you love it. Beat your wife. I love it anyway. No, but I love it. I love it. Because the enemies of Islam, they say, the Quran says you can beat your wife. I was listening to Majid Nawaz on the radio on LBC yesterday, saying the Quran is clear, you can beat your wife. Okay. I don't need to comment on it. I don't need that nonsense. Right. So here's the thing, you see. The Quran says beat your wife. Now you're reading the Quran, as you do, Rob. You read it, you can understand it. What are you understanding from that?
What does the verse actually say?
It says, if you feel disobedience amongst your wife, first admonish her, separate, and then beat her. Right. How do you understand that?
So beating. How do I understand?
Yeah.
That's the physically hit.
Physically, how? Is there limits to the beating?
Does it say any limits in the Quran?
No.
Okay. So then anybody can choose to
interpret. Yeah. So they can say they can slap her about, a couple of uppercuts. Right, okay. And this is evidence. And I know you're a scientist, so this is empirical, testable, observable evidence. Your method of understanding the Quran is flawed. All right. Because we as Muslims, when we see a verse of the Quran, the first question we ask, how do we understand what it's saying? So then we'll see, did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the messenger who brought the Quran, explain this? Yeah? So what did he say about this? When we see what he said about this, we know it's not what you think it is. It's something else. In the hadith.
Okay,
So you have to read both.
Allahu Akbar. So you have what you have to do is understand what the Quran is saying. Now, the one who brought the Quran is the one who helps you understand the Quran. So, for example, the Quran says to pray, doesn't show you how to pray. The Quran tells you tells you to fast, doesn't show you how to fast. The Quran doesn't set the limits of zakat. Yeah. So there are many things that Islam teaches which are not found in the Quran, but the basic is there, and then the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ explains those verses to you. Yeah.
So what he explains?
So, for example, it's like you buying a brand new phone. Yeah, and you get the manual with the phone, and then you get a knock on the door, and you got the guy from Samsung who wrote the manual. Oh, so the manual explaining the manual to you. Yeah, that is exactly what Islam is. You have the Quran, then you have the working example. See, this is the difference between Islam and Christianity. See, Christianity is so abstract. You're supposed to be like Jesus, but you say Jesus is God, not you. To Christians, they believe Jesus is God. How can you be like Jesus? Jesus was never a father. So how do we take my example of being a father? Jesus was never a husband. How do I know be a husband? Right? It's so abstract. The beautiful thing about Islam, we have a man who shows us how to follow the Quran. And understand the Quran.
What does he say about this verse?
Allah. When it comes to beating your wife, don't hit the face. Don't leave a mark.
Leave a mark.
Don't cause pain.
Can you just for the record, yeah? Have you got if I can go look this up. So what
Google is your friend. Yeah?
You haven't got a verse or
Google is your friend. All right. Just say beat your wife answering Christianity, or turn the tables. One of those. Or yeah. Anyway, so listen again. Can't cause pain. Can't leave a mark. Can't hit
That's
the
not
face.
the definition of beating.
Allahu Akbar. No, it's not the definition of beating. Rob thought it was. That's the point.
Okay. But
Now listen. Those three things, those three conditions, yeah? Now we go back to the Quran. So as a Muslim now, I read the Quran this way. What did the Prophet Muhammad say about this? So according to the Muhammad ﷺ, the understanding of this verse, can I hurt my wife? No. Yeah? No, can't. And then what we do, we look at the rest of the Quran and all the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ with regards treatment of wives. Yeah? And what do we find? Women are the twin halves of men. Men are the protectors of women. Yeah? The best of you is those who is best to his wife. So all of these things added up tells us, yeah, you can't beat your wife. Right? Now listen. Rob's understanding of the Quran, DIY job, you can beat your wife. Yeah, now it's not his fault, because that's how you're understanding it, right? Now here's the problem. When he reads the verses about the carpet, yeah, he does it the same way.
Yeah, but you see, that's
Exactly.
That's the basic.
See, every Islamophobe tries to use beating the wife to try and point this idea of Islam. It's misogynistic. Even my mate Majid Nawaz again. I'm going to quote him again.
He's a Muslim, but not your sort of
Well,
Muslim.
he's not. According to his words, he's not a devout Muslim. He was caught in a club, a strip club, drunk, and
Can Muslims make mistakes?
What's the third one? Oh, the third one is this. He doesn't believe the Quran's from God. Okay, that's a kind of killer. That's a kind of nail in the coffin. Anyway, between him and Allah, not my business. But the point here is this: he says the Quran is clear that women do not get the same inheritance as men. Right?
Or
Listen. Women do not get the same inheritance. So if a father dies, the son will get 2/3 and the daughter will only get 1/3. This is misogynistic. This is oppression of women. Yeah? That's how you would read the Quran as Rob reads the carpet verse. Okay. What does the Prophet Muhammad say about this? The son has to take care of the women of the family with his share, whilst the daughter can do what she likes with hers. So there's a reason why he gets more, because he has to do more with his money. Just for example. But you wouldn't know that if you just read the Quran like Rob does. You quote the Quran and that's it, without looking at everything else. This is why in Islam we have scholarship. Yeah? So a scholar will look at a verse of the Quran, will look what the Prophet says about it, look at the rest of the verses regards the same matter, yeah? Look at any other hadith regards the same matter, and from that derive jurisprudence from it. And then I, as a Muslim, alhamdulillah, will follow that guidance.
so I could see.
Do you understand that?
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah. Do you understand that, Rabbi? Quoting from the Quran is dangerous?
Okay, but then that undermines the claim of all you need to do is read the Quran and you will understand Islam.
Where does it say that? Where's that claim made?
Everybody that I ask says
I'm not interested in everybody you're talking to. I'm talking to you and me.
Muslims. Okay, so
Yeah, in the Quran is clear. I've had this discussion with, who was it discussing with? Jonathan. Okay, in the Quran it says some verses are clear and others are ambiguous. Yeah, and only the people of knowledge understand these verses.
okay, but the book is designed. The message is that everybody who reads the book can come to an understanding and accept Islam. Is that what you? Are you saying that's not the case?
What I'm saying to you is some verses are clear, some,
heard that one.
and some verses are ambiguous. So how do you understand the ambiguous verses? We look to the people of knowledge.
Okay, so the only way we can do it is other people
Yes.
who claim to have somehow interpreted.
Well, sorry, no, we're not to other people somehow. We look to experts in the field of what we're looking at.
Why should I accept these experts? Because when a Western scholar looks at it, then you claim Islamophobia, X, Y, and Z. So the only scholars that I can accept are Islamic scholars.
Have you heard of Karen Armstrong?
I've heard of them.
Is she Muslim?
Have you heard of
Is she Muslim?
I don't know what she is. Is she Christian? I don't know. So when other Western scholars...
Have you heard of Leslie Hazelton?
Have you
Have you heard of Leslie Hazelton?
No, I haven't heard.
She's not Muslim.
Have you heard of Tom Holland?
Prayer time.
Hamza? Okay. So he's got...
Well, Paul Tom Holland, you see,
See, whenever there's a non-Western scholar, whenever there's a Western scholar who's critical, there's a problem.
no.
Yes.
It's only when a Tom Holland does what you do.
Which is what?
Thinks you can read a verse of Quran and make
Okay,
an
so the
argument
book
from
is
it.
not that easy to read. All I want to
No.
All I want you to accept
No.
is that there's a contradiction
No,
between
no.
reading this book and you've got to go to all these scholars.
No.
So,
No, what you got to
can't
do,
read
it's very
this.
simple. Yeah? The Quran is clear. It's about reflection and contemplation. Yeah. So that means you contemplate on what you're reading. Yeah. You reflect upon your reading.
Do you think I've not done that?
But there are some people who spent their whole life studying the Quran, looking at every single verse, studying hadith. So I don't have to.
So should I take their word for it? Or should
Just
I?
as you take Charles Darwin's word or Dawkins' word, or
No, I don't take
you
all their words.
do.
No, bro.
You were quoting them.
I wasn't quoting Darwin.
You
or-
were
or
quoting
Dawkins.
New Atheists, as Sabor showed you. You were quoting them.
I just said to you on tape I'm not a new
But you've
atheist.
just said you're reading books on them, isn't it?
I'm reading what they've got to say.
Right.
Correct.
And you believe in
But
what
I'm
they're
doing the
saying.
same thing with the Quran.
Are
I'm
you
reading
doing
what
the
they're
studying they did?
I'm reading what they're going.
Alhamdulillah. So just as you can read a book about evolution to try and understand it, okay, and you believe those people who wrote those books are experts because they've studied it,
Yes, correct.
we do the same thing with the Quran.
Okay, but there's evidence for those things. What
do you mean?
evidence is
Evidence
there
for what?
Because when you study the Quran, why should I take an Islamic scholar as a authority? Because he's doing so. There's a confirmation bias. He's studying the Quran to ensure that it meets or comes up.
No, it's
He's
very, very
not
simple.
studying the
It's very,
Quran
very
to
simple.
go to
It's
falsify.
very, very simple. I mean, very, very simple. I'll give you an example. Let's do the test. You come, Rob, reads the Quran, beat your wife. We'll use the same example.
I didn't claim
Well,
that,
I'm
by
using.
the way.
Well, you read the Quran. No problem. You can do it. So beat your wife, and you say it means beat your wife. I, as a Muslim, come along and I say, actually, according to our scholars, you can't beat your wife. And you said that's confirmation bias. You're only saying that because you're a Muslim, you don't want to look misogynistic. I said, no. You produce your evidence, it means you can beat your wife, and I'll produce my scholar's evidence why you can't. So you'll produce your one verse of the Quran. One second. You'll produce your one subjective opinion with regards to it, and I'll produce verses of Quran, hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, which completely overwhelm you. Now, if you want to maintain that it does mean you can physically beat your wife as much as you like, you are now delusional, my friend. Because you're in the face of overwhelming evidence. But Rob, you have to forgive me, I need to pray. If you want to continue, we can continue after I pray. What's your name?
Julian.
Very nice to meet you. I'm Darren. Very nice to meet you.